Nuka-Cola Quantum. Stuff's good. Maybe not for you, but it tastes good. I like it. I love Fallout. Hashtag Joe Whedon for Fallout Season 3. Anyway, this is like the third time I've tried to record this video. Originally, this video was supposed to be a vlog. I have all the clips recorded for it, but there's one problem. I tried to record it in log and I messed it up, and I'll show some of the footage. It looks terrible. My fridge is making noises behind me anyway, because it was open. Log format didn't work out. I had the settings wrong. I tried to fix it. I tried to color grade some stuff. I was able to fix some clips, and sadly, most just did not look how I wanted them to, and I'm really disappointed with that. Stuff's falling. Anyway, today in this video, I'm gonna be talking about my goals for 2026, and I'm gonna be going over my goals from 2025 and talking about whether I achieved them or not, which ones I did, which ones I didn't, how I feel about it, and what, like I said, I want to accomplish for this year. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to talk about my goals from last year, just so we have a brief refresher of what I did. Anyway, so for my goals from last year, which if I pull them up. All right, so my goals from 2025 and from that video that I made, which will be, I'll have it linked in the description and the title card, or it's here, one of the two. I just want to add this as a side note. That video alone, like, I can already tell I've grown a lot as a content creator from it, because I think the videos I make now are just way better. Way better. So for goals, I had lifting, which was my bench press at 225, my squat 365, and my deadlift 315. I had some personal goals that I wanted to achieve, which were things like playing the guitar and also traveling more, which is kind of vague, but it was something I wanted to do over this year. I had some video goals, which were get DJI mics, and I wanted to get a drone. And then the last goals I had, which were social media focused, which were to get 1K on every social media platform, primarily the three I post on, which is Instagram, TikTok, and obviously YouTube. How did I do with these goals? Lifting ones will just get off the rip. I hit 225 bench press. That was like a big one for me, which I'm really happy and appreciative of. And deadlift 315 was easy. It's something I've done before and I did more than it. Squat, I didn't hit 365. I think the most I did was 325. The one thing that's been holding me back on squat and deadlift is I want to get a lifting belt. I've been looking into some SBD ones. They're just expensive. They're like $300, and I just can't really justify that as of right now. I'm gonna get into that more later. Personal goals. The guitar, sadly, looking at it now, it's just something I haven't made time for. It's something I want to do, but there's other things I need to focus on, which I'll get into, that have kind of helped me from it. Traveling. This year I have traveled a lot. I traveled to Utah and Pittsburgh over this year in terms of new places, and also even just places around Tennessee, and yeah, just actually getting out more and doing stuff, and that's something that I'm glad I did. Video goals, the DJI mics. I got these relatively quickly, which were the DJI Mic 2s. I got them right here. I really like these things. I'm recording my audio with them right now. They're awesome. They're really great. I love them a lot. A drone, I don't have my hands on a drone, sadly. Speaking of DJI stuff, there's a lot of DJI bands and things going on. And it's something I probably should prioritize a little sooner, but I didn't. You live and you learn. Something I am surprised I did not talk about in my goals video that I want to add was the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This is a camera I bought a couple months ago at this point. I'm glad I got it when I did, because now it's really hard to come by. This was a camera I've been wanting for a long time, and really glad to finally have it in my setup. And it's something I really like. It's awesome. And then the social media goals. I'm gonna briefly touch on this because this is something I want to get into later in this video, which, how did I do compared to 1K? Well, at the time of me recording this video, I think I'm at like 420 followers on Instagram, somewhere in that range. A little over 100 something on TikTok, which I just made the TikTok beginning of this year, and 257 subscribers on YouTube. Did I hit my goal? No, but we'll get into that. So what do I think about my goals for this year? I'm gonna get into that later, because I'm gonna transition into the goals for 2026, which I have the notes right in front of me. I'm gonna start with the weightlifting ones, because that's what I started with for the first one, which are similar goals. I have bench at 275, squat at 405, and deadlift at 500. And you may be like, whoa, these numbers are way bigger, and they are. Bench, I think, is the most realistic one, or a realistic jump. Squat, 405, and deadlift 500 pounds. I think these are doable because my deadlift, I think it was actually close to 400 last time I deadlift. It's just I don't really lift as heavy with those two because I don't have the belt. I want to get a belt, plan on getting a belt. And then bench Bench is something, I think the most I've hit was 235, almost for 2. And it's something I've just been trying to work on, my strength. I think I have some problems with my wrists. Like it hurts when I bench, so it's kind of hard, but that's not stopping me. I'm trying to do more reps, do more weights, and just get better at it. I know it's something that if I work towards, I can get to it. And those are just, weightlifting is a fun hobby for me. It keeps me active and I enjoy it, so I want to keep doing it. Money, this is something I didn't talk about in my original video, and it's something where I think it's been more important to me as I've grown throughout this year. Money is a very important thing because let's just say things like camera gear, it ain't cheap. Life, living isn't cheap nowadays. I'm not gonna go into super depth, but one thing is I want to build up my savings. As of right now, I'm doing okay on money. I'm just gonna be honest, be real. I'm in a good spot, a way better spot than I was before, especially around this time last year. But like I have some savings goals, so like I'll just say the one, like I wanna have 10K saved up at the end of the year for like an emergency fund. It's just kind of like a general number, like, you know, 10K by the end of the year. But I wanna have like, just in case like something happens, like my car breaks down or just an emergency that needs attention, I'd like to have a good chunk of money saved so that I can do that, or like I don't have to worry about that. And I think you, the viewers, should also prioritize having some sort of safety cushion in terms of finances, because you never know. Life's gonna throw curveballs, it's just a matter of when. Camera gear is something I talked about in my first video. I'm not gonna talk about it in this one just because it's not really a goal, it's like kind of like a purchase. So I don't think that one really applies. I'm gonna say this just again, even though it's not really a goal. I wanna travel somewhere new again. I traveled to 2 new spots that I haven't been before this year, and I'd like to at least travel to 2 new places this upcoming year. I don't know where, or I have a plan for 1 spot as of right now. But yeah, I'm just, that's not really like a ride or die goal, but I think it's something that, you know, I'm young, I got time on my hands, and I like to travel the world, at least travel the States, see some new places, and yeah, eventually travel the world. So that's something I want to hold myself to, looking back and be like, oh, hopefully I at least traveled to a couple new spots. I briefly mentioned this with the money thing. A vehicle. If you're a fan of this channel, you may know I got the Dodge Journey. It works, it does the job. I kind of crap on the car, but it works. I like it, but I think eventually I am gonna need something new. It's pretty old, it's getting old at this point. And I would like to get something, yeah. I talked about in my original goals video, like, oh, I'd love to get a new car. I want to get a Mustang. As much as I'd like I would say a sports car, but like a muscle type car like that. I don't know, not really realistic, and looking for just some things that I want to do in the future. Maybe a truck or just something smaller. I don't know, I know those will contradict each other. Just something new. I definitely want to look into a new vehicle this year, and I think it would be kind of cool for the channel too. You know, a new whip. I'm gonna tie back into the social media stuff with, first off, the second channel. If you watch my channel, you know there's this second channel. I've been hyping it up like, oh, there's this second channel, guys. Go subscribe to the second channel, go subscribe to the second channel. It is linked in the description. There will be stuff posted on there. I keep saying that, oh yes, there will be stuff on the second channel. There will actually be stuff on the second channel. I have some ideas for it. I was originally gonna talk about it. I did in one take of this, where this is the 3rd time I tried to record this video. And hopefully this is the last. I'm not gonna talk about it yet because I don't wanna spoil it or get hopes up, but there will be videos coming out. I have some stuff planned for it. I finally have a direction for how I want my second channel to go. And yeah, I want it to be good. So yeah, there will be videos on the second channel, go subscribe. If I don't have any videos on there by the end of 2026, just roast me in the comments, like come back and just be like on me about it. Lastly, social media goals. 1K on YouTube, 1K on Insta, 1K on TikTok. And you the audience, you the viewer may be like, whoa, that was your goal last year. How are you gonna do it this year? Well, that's what I want to talk about, because tying back to my overall thoughts on this year for what I've done. I think for just looking at the goals in front of me that I had set and the ones I accomplished, I am pretty proud of myself, and I think I did good this year. There's some things where it's like, man, I wish I did this. And there's even ways like, I'll just say for the social media, like I think my quality of videos weren't great, and then they started to get better. I cut back to 1 video a week, and there's also just been a lot of stuff in my personal life that's held me back from my videos. And I think that's just something that has been great, at least on the YouTube side, and I've been trying to push to be better and actually plan more and make better quality videos. Also, I'd say Instagram and TikTok has been something where I haven't been posting as consistently as I'd like to. There might be spurts where I like post every day for 2, maybe 3 weeks, but then I don't post for a while, and that's something I want to fix. I've been trying to slowly get back into it, but I think those are one reasons I didn't hit my goals of these social media like milestones. And it's also just like, I think the following takes time, and what actually matters is like good quality stuff, like making stuff consistently and good quality stuff, which I know I do, but I know I got a lot of room to grow. I think even just this year alone, I've proven to myself that I've grown a lot. Just even looking back at my 2025 goals video, I'm like, man, I've done a lot since then. I've gotten a lot more gear. I've got actual lighting. There's 2 key lights here. I've got way better microphones. Like in terms of video quality, just like production wise, they're a lot better. But I want to keep stepping it up. I want to keep making things better. I want to keep making my personal life, my social life, my personal health, like fitness, maybe finance. I want to just be better overall. And I think that's one thing this year that I did, but there's still a lot of room to improve it. And I'm looking at it and I just need to say it. One thing is this year is that, you know, Liquid Death, they sponsored me, they sponsored a video. I know I've talked about this a lot. It's just something where that video and them reaching out to me about that, I think is bigger than me hitting 1,000 subscribers, at least for this year. Because it proves to me that, you know, big companies can see, like people can see what I'm doing, people can see what I'm posting. And yeah, like it proved to me that this stuff has potential, and that if I work towards it, I can achieve it. And it's really meaningful to me. And I think I wouldn't change the events of this year because of it. And I think I did make good progress in my own goals. I think this upcoming year is gonna be a big year. One thing I remember from my 2025 video, I had this year is gonna have a word. We're gonna have a word to describe the year. And this year was golden. It was my golden birthday. I turned 21. I think this year was a golden year. I think there's a lot of good. There's some bad, don't get me wrong, but I think this was a good year of growth. This was a good year of learning, and I think I've accomplished a lot in it. My word for 2026 is going to be remix. Why am I picking remix? I feel like people are probably like, why are you picking these weird words? I'm picking remix because I just want to be quirky. I didn't want to say redefine. I didn't want to say change, but I think remixing how I do things, because I think I'm on a good track. I think I'm doing things, or I think I'm taking steps in the right direction. And there's also some goals on here that I'm not talking about that I want to keep to myself and like just show you guys later throughout the year. I want to like remix how I do things, remake how I do things, and change how I do things, but still stay on the same, like be authentic, be myself, be making videos, be doing the things I want, but maybe going about them a different way. And I think this upcoming year will show a very big remix in what I'm doing. It'll change what I'm doing. And I think the direction that I've been heading and the direction I think God's been calling me in, the things that are looking forward in life, I think really show that there will be a sort of remix, there will be a sort of change. And I think, then again, I don't know the future, but I think this future is gonna be good. I think these goals I set are realistic for the most part, they are. And I think I'm able to accomplish them, and I'm really excited for next year. I'm really excited to remix next year, make it a great year. Yeah, I could ramble on, but that's really what I gotta say. So with that is my goals video for 2026. Sorry, it's a little anticlimactic. I literally watched Five Nights at Freddy's 2 for what was going to be the vlog of this video. And that movie is actually awful. I'm gonna like play the clip even though it looks bad. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This movie was terrible. Absolutely terrible. I'm gonna give it like a 3 out of 10. Anyway, this movie sucked. Just straight up, it sucked. I hated it. I actually hated it so much. Like, I don't even want to stay on here and talk about it. I hated it. But no, that movie was terrible. It actually like genuinely pissed me off. I wasted money and time going to see that. I can't get that back though, so I can't sweat it. Anyway though, with that, I am going to wrap up this video here. If you liked it, please leave a like on it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Trying to hit 1K, that's the current subscriber goal, and your support really means a lot to me. Comment down below your thoughts on this video or any goals you have for 2026. I'd love to hear them, I'd love to read them, and I'd love to hold each other accountable. Follow both my Instagram and TikTok. They are linked in the description as always. Subscribe to the second channel. There's gonna be stuff on there, I promise. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Adios, peace out. Watch whatever's right here. It's a banger. And I'll see you all in the next one.